that this day is indeed a success. We appreciate it. Because today, I see some people who are sick about time. 2010, I remember when I left the plant on March 2010. So, it is a good thing, but I want to tell you a brief bit of history before we go into when this idea, you know, Rufus is a big thing, sir. Yeah, man, a great conceptualizer. When the idea of this shift sports, shift, not the reunion, I'm not talking about the reunion yet. We're talking about the whole idea of the shift sports itself. When it was born out of a need. Then you know, say, almost everything we always doing plan. The people who run the game. So the whole idea of the shift sports was born out of a need to get shift workers to participate. To get shift workers to participate, you know. And the whole idea of shift sports, so people are playing dominoes and cricket and all that. But I want to tell you something. And those persons who are actively involved in human resource management will tell you. But before I even tell you that, I remember in 2001 when Alcan was being sold to Glencore, and we hired change managers. They came to the work bank, the change manager. And we had a function right here. And I can't forget it. Lee came to mind and said, gone were the days when companies would guarantee you lifetime employment. So you'd have people all 40 years. With the long service awards, and you have people for all 40, 45 years working in the organization. So what is new now is that you can guarantee for yourself lifetime employability. Never forget it. So persons who are involved in HR now will tell you, as a matter of fact, the research said that 40% of your workforce is actively looking for work. So a man come and start looking at work. So what that has done for organization is that the level of engagement and the level of engagement and satisfaction is going down. So companies spend a lot of money each year to measure their employees' engagement. They are whole for money. Research companies come in and measure engagement. Ideally, you want something like a 75% engagement. And engagement is essentially how it is, how much you will go the extra mile for the job. So a man will have to ask you twice to work overtime. A man will have to ask you twice to come in on Saturdays because you are engaged. When the employee engagement starts falling below 75%, you have the senior management team, everybody start getting, board of directors, everybody start getting very concerned because your employees' engagement going down. And I'm saying this to tell you that at the time, this shift sports, the idea that was born, Rufus may not have known it at the time, but it was a major tool, strategic management tool in getting employees engaged, because you have more people playing together. So people play together, you get to know each other, the productivity level increase. So Rufus, even though the idea was born out of a need to just play cricket and domino and stuff in the evening, it was even more than that in terms of its impact. It's a major, Mr. Neil, strategic tool in management's yes, in management's arsenal. So, big up on yourself, shift people that are here, man, major thing. Give us a round of applause. Big up on yourself. Indeed. We appreciate it. So, I see all of you here this evening, and we want to welcome you again. Although you are almost on the verge of leaving, but thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting the initiative, and I hope that from next year it will become bigger and bigger and bigger. Eh? We also want to recognize some of the stalwarts that are still in our midst. We have Mr. Houghton McCarthy, who represents he was a member of the management team at the time, even though he wasn't in the plant. He was in accounts and make sure we get paid, right, sir? Oh! You hear that? IT, so, and that is a very, very important function. Make sure so we check our right, yeah? We have some other people. We have our big chief himself, Mr. Trevor Hewitt. I want to know Tony have some citation. You have them here, Tony, because we're going to ask some people amongst us who can read very good. We're going to read it. So this evening, we want to recognize some very important people. Without them, this function could not have happened. And here the Kirkvine Ship Reunion 2025 Awards function want to recognize and for generous contribution. I think Dr. Steve Mullins would have left. And we have Lorne McDonald. Somebody know him, man. Hold on, man. I'm going to tell you a story. When Lorne McDonald left the plant and he had a car wash across the road. And we were signing up by the road and said, Lorne's car wash. Some said, listen, wait, the party. Who named Lorne? He said, him. But we said, you're giving away half of your goodwill. You're giving away half the goodwill because people know Butty. Nobody know name Lord. Who name Lord? Nobody now wash no car. Nobody now wash no car with Lord. And him change it back to Butty's car wash. He might give away half of the goodwill. And goodwill is money. So these people want to recognize Butty. Butty Reds, man. Yes, man. Nobody know nobody know Lord, man. Alright, see Butty here. When? Are you on? You don't see a red, so we don't have a red man. Butty black. A red man. Alright, so who collecting for Dr. Steve Mullins? He would have left. He would have left. So that's one good word for you now. You don't want to speak to him? Who, Butty? To you. Butty. On behalf of. Alright, so Brown man. You're calling on behalf of. Indeed. Cameraman. Come on. Make sure I ask for the ladies today. Alright. Let's ask the ladies. Sure. Give back. And we have Mr. Douglas Johnson. Just a while ago, when we see the bus pull up and somebody said, we were talking about it off the record, about Mr. Johnson and his involvement with the plan from day one, 1940. And Mr. Johnson's generosity is such. You're just saying that Mr. Johnson will give the food free. Big up Mr. Johnson. Who will call it for Mr. Johnson? Yeah, give him a clap then, man. Brother Salah. Gentlemen don't mind to let the ladies to make a presentation to you on behalf of Mr. Johnson. And we were just talking about, we were tracing our history. Mr. Johnson drew the plan, and we said, well, Mr. Johnson, I'll turn back nobody, If it's $10 you have, Mr. Johnson, I'll give you $4. And we like that. And the fact that you have been there for quite some time also. Because we remember you were managing the canteen. Yes. So it's a long time. So we're going to ask Mrs. Pennon to give you the gift on behalf of Mr. I wish I knew it. But no kiss, you know, no kiss. I don't know if Bishop is a jealous man, you know, so no kiss. If you want any kiss, we're going, man. We're not going to look, but thank you. Where we are, we have Mr. Trevor Hewitt. We're going to ask, we have the citation. Somebody have the citation. We're going to ask somebody to read it.
Mr. Hewitt.
Give me a one time, so. I don't feel me out, man. Oh, we had the red twin last year. No, a different citation, man. You know, sister, you do. Is that for him? Oh. Okay, please. Alright. Everybody know Winsome, Star Wars, you know, the plant. In those days, you know, it was quite an anomaly. Because man's world, eh? So the few women who were in the plant were quite reverent. Winsome was one of them.
Mr. Hewitt, on behalf of the Alcan shift workers, I present you with this certificate with your stalwart performance over the years in representing as union delegate, chief union delegate in the plant at Alcan Kirkvine Works. Thank you so much. I remember last year a citation was read to you by you.
Give a round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, so where we are again now? A sponsorship. Hey, Mr. Neil. I remember when you come on a digester from Alpart. Yeah, man. Very romantic youngster.
Yes, Lord.
But I want to tell you something, you know. And I think we even write it in the citation thing, you know. Remember, when you came, I think you came from Alpart, you were a technician, you were a process technician.
First grade one, I'll carry behind. First.
Yes. So, there are more reasons than one to celebrate.
Yeah.
But one thing was evident from day one. Despite the fact that when he came from Alpart, and so he was a process technician at Alpart, but when he came to Alcan, you were hired as a grade 1 operator. And most person would have seen this as a demotion. However, the man, because I was at Digest at the time, the man displayed maturity. You could have seen it from day one that he had leadership, proper leadership quality. So, it is by no mistake that you are where you are now. Hard work, proper business acumen and quality as a gentleman. And it's again those lines that the Shift Sports want to honor you today as a sponsor for the Shift Reunion 2025. These men say you have been a generous sponsor from last year, and for that we are grateful. We ask Winsome again to do the honors. Mr. Neil, give him a clap. Yes, give him a clap. Clap him. A round of applause. Clap him. Come on this way. Yeah, I'll read this one now, Winsome. Read it to him, man. You don't know if you can read it.
Alright, so Mr. Neil, I'm going to be reading this. Then I'm going to present it. As well as this. Yeah. It says certificate of appreciation presented to Bonnie Neal. Mr. Neal, your word stands resonant with us. I spent 20 years at Alpart and 1 year at Alken. And that 1 year at Alken overshadowed the years of Alpart. That powerful statement speaks volume about the genuine bond and unity you experienced during your time at Kirkvine. You embraced not just the job, but the people. And that spirit of camaraderie, mutual respect, and shared purpose left a lasting mark. Your consistent support of the Shift Reunion is a living example of what this gathering stands for. You embody the very heart of our team, family for life. With heartfelt gratitude, we recognize and celebrate your loyalty, humility, and dedication to this family that goes beyond the workplace. August 9, 2025, Kirkvine Shift Reunion.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say, I'm overwhelmed. And although I spent 20 years at Alpart, my 1 year at Alken is part of my life story. And tears in my eyes. And I've made a suggestion to the committee for next year. We want to take it to a different level. We want to take it to a different level. And we want to see where we're dressed up. That's suit everybody. Now next year, and as I said to my good friend, since evening, for me, my auditorium, there is no door for my friends at that. You know, and it's there. I want to, you know, as I was saying to Mr. White, who is my very, very good friend, because he was one of my mentors at Alpart. Anthony White. Can't forget. He used to talk, you know, and I have the greatest respect for him. And I said to him, I suggest to him that, you know, in this country, bauxite workers are underestimated. I was talking this week, are underestimated. Because when you look how much bauxite workers contribute to this country. And right now, I know a lot of my friends who used to work at Alpart, they died. Can't even afford medication. There's no pension plan in place for them. So right now, we have to take it to a different level and make sure. Because, you know, when you look at it, I was saying to Diego, you know, right now, if you think about it, it's hard to find even 100 people that is still alive who is working at Alpart. So right now, we just have to make the best use of it and enjoy ourselves. You know? And when you look, I mean, it's not only tourism and how to build this country. Look what bauxite has done for this country and what we have to show. I was saying to Diego, I've said, listen man, even some of the land on mine now, the government should be cutting it up and give it free to bauxite workers. Give it free. I tell you, give it to them.
They deserve it.
Yeah. In fact, I had a friend who used to work at Alpart. He died last year. His name is Henry Ford. I know why Henry Ford died? Because he spent about 20 years at Alpart. because he could not afford to buy the tablet, the pressure tablet. And he died because of a high blood pressure. You know? So, as I said, you know, we have to take it to a different level. We who are here. And I respect everybody who works in that bauxite industry. I operate a business and I employ over 25 people. And you know what I said to my workers? What I said to them? Every one of them should spend 1 year in a bauxite industry. To see what it is. The hard work and the pressure of what we have to do and what we have to do and some of the conditions that we have to work on. But you know, I thank God for the bauxite industry. Because the reason why I excel in my business is because of what I learned in the bauxite industry. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I can take my word from it. Next year, we're going to take it to a different level. And I'm behind the committee 100%. Thank you very much.
Please, give a round of applause. Round of applause. Yes. And I want to tell you something, you know. Not only is there truth, right now, if you look at some of the statistics that comes out of the JBI, the Jamaica Bauxite Institute, as it relates to the amount of money in terms of bauxite levy that was collected, and most of this money goes into the consolidated fund. And even the JBI itself was set up to regulate these funds, to ensure that some of these funds are spent within the community that the bauxite is mined from. And right now, the parishes, so you're talking about Manchester, a lot of the bauxite, as a matter of fact, the best bauxite in the world come off of the Manchester Plateau. So you have Manchester, you have St. Elizabeth, you have parts of St. Anne, parts of Clarendon, St. Catherine. And these are the poorest parishes in Jamaica. The poorest parishes. So very little, if any at all, of the money is spent. The money that is earned from bauxite is spent back with these people. So it's a big thing. As you have just highlighted, Mr. Neil, and truly, quite a number of persons, we were just talking earlier about the amount of persons who would have worked within the bauxite sector would have passed recently. And a very few of them died as enrichment. So it is possible we may not have had the level of representation, because even though you're hearing some arguments with government talking about lands for people who work in tourism. So you hear them go do some tourism and all that and talk how much money they make. They don't tell you how much money they spend. So when you look at the net value, bauxite would have contributed more to the country. So it's a big thing. I know bauxite is, as you know, is on the decline. You know, so people talking about the life after bauxite, and you see them talking about reclaiming. Right now we have some of the biggest holes in the bauxite mine of land, and people talking, I think JBI now moving in that direction to use some of these lands to harvest rainwater and things. And we have 1 and 2 people doing greenhouse farming. But it could have been brought. So the call is right. Alright, we're moving to the next segment, and this evening we want to honor one of our leaders, managers within the Kirkvine Works, Mr. Michael McCarthy. And unfortunately, Mr. McCarthy, but his brother, Sir Walter McCarthy, who, charming brother, I will if anybody can attest to that. But nonetheless, his brother is here who will collect the award on his behalf. But I want to tell you something even before. Winsome, you're going to read the citation again? Winsome, I'm going to read it. But I want to tell you something, Mr. McCarthy, and that's something we said to him already in a whole time. He was one of the most misunderstood. Yes, in the plan. Yeah. No, not because of that. Because the man, what can go so? But before we say anything more, really, what I really present this.
Okay. So, Mr. McCarthy, tribute to Michael McCarthy, the man, the myth, the legend. Today we honor Michael McCarthy, a man whose name has become synonymous with professionalism, integrity, and steadfast values, often misunderstood and at times unfairly criticized, not due to any wrongdoing, but rather because of his unwavering commitment to order, discipline, and proper governance. Mr. McCarthy has always remained resolute in his principles. Despite being vilified on occasions, he consistently chose the higher ground, responding not with resentment, but with professionalism, grace, and clarity. A man known for speaking truth with candor, Mr. McCarthy has long stood as a beacon of leadership. His legacy shines especially bright in his role as production manager extraordinaire during one of the most innovative undertakings in Alken's history, the Shift Grand Prix competition, the flagship project of Shift Sports. This ambitious event was a bold initiative designed to foster teamwork, camaraderie, and unity among shift workers. Incorporating 3 distinct sports, football, table tennis, and dominoes, into a single thrilling evening of friendly competition. The goal was clear: to boost morale, cultivate esprit de corps, and ultimately improve production and productivity in the workplace. When first presented with the concept, Mr. McCarthy immediately recognized its value. Without hesitation, he offered his full and enthusiastic support, both personally and through strategic management endorsement. His commitment extended to securing full financial backing for the meaningful change, improving worker satisfaction, increasing talent retention, enhancing return on investment, and most importantly, leaving an indelible mark on workplace culture. Today, we raise our glasses in celebration and recognition of a true visionary, Michael McCarthy. His legacy will continue to inspire future leaders to stand firm in their convictions, lead with heart, and never fear to support bold ideas that uplift others. To Michael McCarthy, the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. McCarthy, on behalf of the Alken shift workers and their kind hearts, I do present to you this plaque with love and gratitude. Thank you.
song to yourself.
I almost said, comrades hard, but good evening. I have been asked to accept this award on my bigger brother.
Good brother.
Who is up there and he has to say a few words on his behalf. But as a member of this club from 1979 and as president for over years, I have something. First I want to thank Winston for reading it. I want to share with some of you don't know the connection with Winston. My brother and Winston share a grandson. My brother's son is married to Winston's daughter. So we'll never know that, right? Alright. So, no, not his daughter.
Oh.
But my brother's when I saw what was said about my brother when being a very orderly person, I smile because that's a fact. And that is totally opposite from what I am. But my brother grew up in this industry. Our mom worked at Yorkton as the first nurse in construction in Kirkvine bit from 1956. So we grew up in it. She worked for 25 years. Mike worked for over 25 years in the plant, and I worked for 21 years here. Right? So Alcan is our yard, right? Foundation. Kirkvine Sports Club for me is a special place, because it's sports shifting. And I tell people, I came to Kirkvine Sports Club January 15, 1979. It was a Sunday evening, it was a football match, and I've never left since that time. Because Kirkvine is family. So when I say buddy, I'm so glad for the organizers, because it is family. 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 And when we walk the street of Mandeville and walk up some people, and you call to them, so when you don't remember your day go. I see people like Albert Stevens sometime walking. His family, his Alcan, foundation, we grew up together. We trouble together, right? But my brother has to say something, so does that mean read what he's giving? Because he's the most decent and well ordered person. And he asked me, and I told him that I could not talk to him because my vocabulary is not the best you can find anyway. So I will read it for him. He says, and I quote, I want Rufus, I want to tell the commanders, I'm speaking, I want to listen to this. This is the message from Mr. Michael McCarthy. So I want to hear it. Organizing team and all present, greetings. My apologies for not being present with you today, that I'm currently out of country. I really regret being absent, I've been present and been a part of what was an enjoyable and well-organized reunion function in 2024. I received this award with humility and thank the organizers for deeming me worthy of such an honor. Thanks to the organizing team for the great work you are doing. Your vision in bringing ex-workers together and keeping the Alcan Wintalco spirit alive is to be applauded and encouraged, and I endorse that. As we gather and reminisce, just remember, those are for ex-co-workers who have departed this life, and enough of them, right? And wish that they continue to rest in peace. Worthy of special mention is Karen's Popo Borrell, whose activities were a forerunner to this committee, both while he was an employee and afterwards in retirement. Thanks to all for making my working life at the University of Alcan awesome and memorable. I certainly enjoyed the ride. I leave you with these words of encouragement from Scripture, directing us to focus and lead by positive thoughts. Philippians 4 verse 8 says, finally, my brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about these things. I wish for you all good health and strength and many more successful reunion events. Prepared by Michael McCarthy. So on behalf, we give thanks. Thank you very much.
Beautiful, beautiful. You represent well. Thank you. At least today you're quite a decent talk. Give thanks. Give thanks. We appreciate it. Yes, we are coming to. You still a guy in Turkey. Nonetheless, ladies, gentlemen, and the organizing team, we know this is good work. I remember one time I called Brown Man here, my friend and neighbor, and he said several persons were at his house. I don't know if he was putting on eating or what, but it suggests that they were working. And we appreciate that. We see some of the foods here today. And they say, what, by the foods you shall know them? Indeed. I want to re-emphasize the challenge by Mr. Neil. So next year, so you have one whole year now. God willing. You have one whole year to plan and to take out your tuxedo because next year you said it's going to be a fine dining event.
Suit and dress up.
You know hear that?
Yes.
So all who don't have any now, you have one whole year. You have to borrow. You have to borrow one from now. So, we still, the evening is still young. And the entertainment, but before Turtle Melody leaves, I want him to finish the tune. And I say, we have some big jeans. We can't sing to you. Well, we not take it, not for them.
I'm a student, you know.
Are you a student?
I'm a student.
So, give me the mic.
I'm graduate next year.
What? Pick up yourself. Pick up yourself.
I'm just kind of part of
Yeah. You know, before we do this song again, I'll do a song for the director. This video. No music. I know just how to whisper, and I know just how to cry. I know just where to find the answers, and I know just how to lie. I know just how to fake it, and I know just how to scheme. I know just when to face the truth, and then I know just when to dream. And I know just where to touch you, and I know just what to do. I know when to pull you closer, and I know when to let you loose. And I know the night is fading, and I know the time's gonna fly. And I know I'm gonna tell you everything I gotta tell you, but I know I've gotta give it a try. And I know the roads to riches, and I know the ways to fame. I know all the rules, and then I know how to break them, and I'm always gonna name it again. But I don't know how to leave you, and I'll never let you fall. I don't know how to do this, make it love. Yeah.
Before you sing, you don't know. Because one at a time, you know, there is this fable about the turtle and the hare. Because we think turtle is small, you know.
Whoa, babe. All right. I was at the ladies there. Ladies, what's up about this? Hey! I've had a lot of big dreams. I've made a lot of bad moves. I know you could walk away, but you never do. I've met a lot of cold eyes. I learned to smile and be seen. I know my heart to be around, but you never leave. Girl, I'm not easy to understand, but you own up your right. again. You say you want me, need me, love me, baby, just as I am, just as I am. I've been a lot of holidays. I found a lot of closed doors. But now the others I turn away. You love me more. You love me more. Yeah. Girl, I'm not easy to understand. But you own up your man. And you say you love me just as I am. You always treat me the best that you can. You say you want me, need me, love me, baby, just as I am. Yeah, do what I got. All right, you them two that used to run the party in that days. Where man used to rent that time. Remember them days they rent that time? Yeah, and then two that run the place. Run it.
I'm my favorite thing that rent that
Like the story of one day skin bill. I want them skin, one day skin bill. I listen now, and to one thing on the floor. Run it again. Like tell your story about I want them skin bill. I want them skin, one day skin bill. I listen now, and to one thing on the floor. Oh, let me tell you that she came back, wanting one more. Now I don't know what it is that I've got. When she whispered, it was so nice, so nice. But her man was sitting across the way, and he could hear the things I say. Now he watches from the corner of his eyes. So the move that this would be so unwise. It's standing in my way. And let me tell you.
Big tune, after one dance at the floor. But, before we give up the mic to when you know, you can't go and talk about it because here now. I'm going fast. Where's Hopeton again? You look like him and don't get gifts, you know. They say, you know they always say that behind, you know they always say behind every successful man, there's a good woman, right? So, are in front? Somewhere there. So, when someone is going to make a presentation to Mr. Macat, the first lady, or the first lady.
So this basket is from to Michael Mechanic. On behalf of the First Lady, Jan Hemmings Mechanic, I give this to you.
Don't worry, I'm a good messenger. I will carry it and I will walk it down this cover. Slip that turtle.
Yeah, you lady, hello lady. You. I can't help smiling. So keep on going crazy. It's all I can do. I'm so defenseless. from my body and soul. What's your name across my heart? I want the world to know. And the feeling is laid back. Fall to your rent to low, to low. Yeah, I can break it up with that. Hey! And I let you make it more and race. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. It is mine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself.
Yes, indeed. The singing melody. Thank you very much.
It's fine, sunshine, most of the time.
Original DJ.
Got the feelings.
DJ Q. D Brown loaded. The Crown Prince of Reggae. Too much water here. They call it the Crown Prince of Reggae. Hear this.
Too much wilderness, too much antagonism. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yes. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yeah. Too much informers, too much deliverers, too much informers, too much deliverers. Time to separate.
From the top, one more time, DJ Q. In the meantime, in between time, run away with the Crown Prince of Reggae music.
Too much wilderness, too much antagonism. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd. Yes. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for turning out to the Shift Reunion 2025. Next year will be better, and next year will be hotter, according to Mr. Neil.
Time to separate the sheep from the wolves.
Want to say thanks to all the organizers, starting with Rufus, Anthony White, Mr. Squinty Robinson, and the rest of the team. Thank you very much for presenting a day to us that was memorable. In the meantime, in between time, Dennis Brown! Ow! Now it's dance time. Dance the dance away. DJ Q, let me hear you.
Sister,